How's it going, everybody? Today we're finally going to be doing some more fishing for the first time in a while. I've been wanting to do some fishing here on the channel for a long time, but finally going to go ahead and do it. I tried to make a video last week doing it, but my GoPro batteries weren't charged for some reason, but got them all charged up this week. We're going to try to get a line wet and see what we can do. All right, so what we're starting off with today is just going to be a pretty basic black Senko here. The reason that I'm doing that is, like I said, I came out here and tried to film this video, or film a video like this a couple days ago, last week actually, and they really weren't biting on much. This is about all I could get them to hit on. They're pretty far into the spawn now, and even farther now than they were last week, so they can get pretty finicky on those beds, and you really got to get them angry to bite at it. This water is also pretty dark and hard to see through, so it's hard to sight fish these guys, so you're really relying on the bait just doing the work for you. Hopefully we get something going today. Got one. Oh yeah, there we go. First fish of the day. Lost my Senko, but that ain't no problem. Nothing too big here, but just good to get on the board. Come here, Stinky. Stop shaking. You're gonna get one of us hooked. Well, you already are hooked, but yeah, he was just sitting right here on this structure down here. There's like an old gate, and he was just chilling right there. It's a good little fish. I mean, probably not even a pound, but we'll take it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get him back in the water here pretty quick. Gonna try to bend down so he doesn't get too hurt, and there he goes. Just good to get on the board. We were kind of struggling there, and these fish, they're not as shallow as I thought they'd be. They're out a little deeper, so, but I think we're gonna get on a pattern here, out a little deeper, and hopefully get on some fish. Big turtle right there. I don't know if y'all could see that big turtle, but yeah, let's go catch another fish. Now I'll tell you what really kind of doesn't help is that this is probably the highest these ponds have ever been. It's definitely as high as they've been since I've been fishing here, and I've been fishing here my whole life, so it's definitely a new dynamic, and I think it's kind of making us struggle because these fish, like I said, it's making it where they're pushed out a little further, and can't really sight fish them. Fish, got him. Ooh, that feels like a better fish. Oh, that is a better fish. That's a good fish, I'll tell you that much. Okay, let's try not to lose this guy. I don't want to get into the water, but this is a good one. Not huge, but not small either. Let's go. Let's go. I don't have my scale or my tape measure, but God, that's a good fish. Look at that guy. That is a freaking bucket mouth, man. That's probably 3.5 pounds. Let's go. Let's freaking go, dude. And it is full belly too. Let's go. Try to get this hook out. She got it down there pretty deep, but that's what I'm talking about. All right, hook out. That is a tank of a fish. I'm gonna walk her down to the edge of the water and put her back in, so hopefully she's all right. She did get that hook pretty deep, but I think she'll be all right. And she is off. Man, that was a really nice fish. Glad we finally got a good one. That was probably 3.5, 4 pounds, which is the best fish I've caught bass-wise so far this year, so that's hype. You know, it's kind of unfortunate. I didn't even get a picture of her with my phone. Hopefully she came up pretty good on video, but she definitely had a little bit of blood coming out of one side too, so my main priority was just getting her back in the water, making sure she swam off all right, and she did, so I think she'll be all right. Sometimes, you know, they bleed a little bit when you catch them and they take the hook all the way back there, but she seemed to swim away all right, and yeah, hopefully she makes it. Biggest bass I've caught in probably a year. She had a pretty nice bucket mouth too. I mean, really big mouth, really big like girth on her, so it's a good fish. Now it's kind of like, where do we go from here? Can we really top what we just did? I mean, I hope so, but that bass had a daggone bucket mouth on it. It had a lot of girth to it too. I mean, it was fat, so that's a pretty good bass. I definitely think she was every bit of 3.5, 4 pounds. I could be wrong, but she felt heavy. Fish. Oh, dang it. That was a pretty good bite. I don't really know how I missed him. And that was my last Senko too. Man, now we got to move to these kind of wonky looking baits I got here. These 13 fishing, well, I ripped the name off of, oh, they're the bubble butts. I've caught fish on them like a lot before, but they're just not quite as good as the Senkos. They got a wild smell to them too. They smell kind of chocolatey. It's weird. Makes me want to take a bite out of one of them, but yeah, I really wish we could have caught that one there. That would have been our third fish. And all of a sudden, they're starting to turn on here as it gets a little bit later and a little bit warmer. 3 bites in the last 20 minutes after it took 30 minutes to get our first. Well, not an awful day of fishing, but not a great day of fishing either. Caught 2, and one of them was pretty good, about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 pounds, and hopefully she survived. I did get the hook out and she swam away pretty good, but I don't know, not the greatest day of fishing, not the worst day. First fishing video in a while. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and yeah, have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace. Please subscribe.